Hey there, it's Patmos and nice of you to join me for a brand new YouTube series with City Tales Medieval Era, an early access game that will be released the 22nd of May. And well, we're just going to have some fun with this. So we're going to load up a brand new game and see what this game offers. Here we go. To my dear child. I am proud to see how much you have grown. It is with great joy that I appoint you, as I once did your brother and sister before you, to rule over a modest domain in the western part of our duchy. Though it pains me to see you go, I believe you will rise to the challenge and seize this opportunity to blossom. The land may be a little barren, but fear not, Sir Basil of Baskerose shall accompany you as your trusted advisor. Some loyal companions have volunteered to follow and serve you. Together, you will transform this domain into a flourishing estate. Sorry, little cough there. Please, dear child, make your family proud. Show yourself worthy of the crown. I have great faith in your future. I shall watch your progress with pride as you continue to learn and grow. Duke Leon IV of Mount Alba. Alright, let's see. This is the actual deed. By this deed, I, Lord Leon IV of Mount Alba, bestow these lands to, well, Patmos IV. I will be the lord of these lands, and I will name my city Patmos. Yeah, of course. There we go. Let's see. We have faithful companions. I'm going to leave the names as they are. And we're going to play in the regular mode, which is the settler mode. We can also take the easy road. Not going to do that, so we'll go with that. Now we have two maps to play on, the plains and the peaks. We have already played the peaks in the stream series that I did, so let's play on the plains. And on the peak ones, we took an easy starting point, and it says right here, confluence of river, dispersed resources, high layout constraints. Well, this is supposed to be a challenge, so we're going to play this one. So there we go. Everything is ready. We're going to start in a hard area. Let's get going. And while the game is loading, we can just quickly see already what a nice background this is. And here we go. Welcome, my advisor, of my lord, here's the advisor. I hope your travels were pleasant and safe. The lands remain a little barren, but I'm confident it will soon host a magnificent city under your guidance. Well, I hope so. Your companions and I have built a modest village hall. I hope it shall meet your approval. People from far and wide are gathering to join our growing settlement. Might I suggest we prepare some proper housing to welcome them? But first we'll need to build a woodcutter's cabin and begin gathering wood. Okay, well, let's get going with that. Looks like... What's this? Looks like it's already showing some kind of fertility or something. Ah, yeah, now it's gone. Okay. Oh, that's better. So here we have the lands. We can see we have a modest area around our city hall, but we can grow this way, I guess. We have land here. We have land up here all the way up to the mountains, but that's going to be a long run if they all have to go all the way there and go up there. So that'll be interesting. And this is the lands that we rule over now. So we have to start by building a woodcutter's camp. We'll produce logs and these foliage, so that'll be good. It needs at least 100 trees to function, which is okay, I guess. But the thing is, and that's already a tip for the beginners, don't place it out here, because this is where you will have all your housing soon. So make sure you put this out of the way so that it's not interfering with anything that you do. Of course, you get the option later on to move buildings, which is very handy. Especially your production buildings. But it's better to just save all of this space for your housing later on. Alright, it is ready. Ah, perfect. Now, my lord, these trees won't fell themselves, but I'm sure one of your companions will rise to the challenge. Any one of them would be up to the task, but the decision rests with you, my lord. Alright, so we click it, we add a companion to it, and we'll start with Misha. You believe you are capable. Yippee! Thanks much for trusting me. I promise I won't let you down. As enthusiastic as ever, I see. There we go. Alright, he is now in the process of working here. He will start to chop trees. But as he does that, we can here see the production cycle. Once a cycle is completed, we will get this outcome, and he will do that. But while he does that, he can slowly get better and improve himself, which is very interesting. We'll get to that later, but that's a good thing to leave him in this building for as long as we can. Very well. Now we can build these houses. Perhaps a district of 4 or 5 would be enough for starters. Right, here we go. Now the game is going to explain me how to build a district, but I don't want to build it right there. I want to build it on my own terms, and that's what I'm going to do. Now it says a district of 5 or 4 will be enough. I usually try to go for slightly bigger districts, for at least 6. And maybe even more. As we can see right here, this is going to be our district. We can set a lot of waypoints and make it ready, so that's good. We can see what it costs, and yes, there it is. Now, you don't get to build anything in these districts. The people will build houses one by one in all the available slots themselves. And we can later make some adjustments there, but we don't get to build the actual housing. So what I'm going to do now, I press the middle mouse button, and we can immediately set out for another district. And that's what I'm going to do, because in the end we're going to need so many houses that I'm just going to give us a head start. Now, some stuff will be brought there, some builder will have to go there, and then they will start to build these houses. The trees will be removed and stuff. Luckily, we slowly start to produce some goods now. We can even hover over them to see how much we produce. 2 foliage and 2 wood in a cycle, so that's good. Built the first shelter. We have our mission done. Now we have to click this in order to proceed. Well done, my lord. More settlers have arrived. It's a monumental step forward, and there will be many more. See, they've offered us coin for the land. So this is how you get coins in the game. As soon as you build a house, people will come in and they will give you coins for it. Later on, if we upgrade houses, we will get more coins from it. There's no taxing system, there's no trading, there's no other way to get coins just to build extra houses. And that's also another tip then. If you ever run short of coins, build more housing. That's the whole point of the game. So that's how you can fix any of your gold problems. Let's remain humble and use their contributions wisely to strengthen our economy. Well, you have to use your gold wisely because a lot of structures cost you gold to build. So you can't just go around place everything because you will run out of gold. Let's invest in a lumber mill and produce sturdy planks from the wood that we've gathered. Okay, we have unlocked the lumber mill. It uses 1 wood and turns it into planks. So we will have a continuing amount of wood incoming and planks. Now, here you can see, oh, let me just do this first, so then it will explain itself. This lumber mill is about the first step towards the city of your dreams, my lord. It allows us to produce sturdy planks from the wood from our woodcutters. We need wood, foliage, and money for the construction. Right now, we have just about enough resources and coins to proceed. So yeah, we have everything. The lumber mill doesn't rely on nearby buildings or natural resources, so you can place it in any district of your choosing. So all the specific resource gatherers, like the wood building, but also later on berries and stuff, you need to place them in the vicinity of a required resource, like berries or wood or stones or whatever. These production buildings don't go separate somewhere. You have to place them in all the different districts with houses that you build. So that's how this works. So we can now place it in one of these districts and it will start to work there. It will, of course, occupy one of the slots. So instead of 6 houses, we can now have 5 houses in here. Beautiful work, my lord. You gave the order to build a lumber mill in the district, but the villagers will choose the precise location within it. For now, our builders will see that the vacant parcels are filled with homes. That should help attract more settlers. We've taken care of the basics now. I shall set up my office in the village hall and start working on finding new ways to assist you. Should you need anything, you'll find me there. Alright, well, we have unlocked the well, the weaving workshop. To turn the foliage into rope, we have the gathering cabin, the hunter's hut, and the fishing hut. Nice. Alright, and we do get a mission. Use planks and foliage ropes. So basically what happens now, all the available slots will be turned into houses. If we want to build in a filled up area, we can do that, but we will remove a house and we have to refund the people for that. So it might be good if we build extra industries to not just build them in an area where we already have a lot of houses, because this is for free now. So we're building the weaving workshop, meaning that we will have to make sure that we get this other stuff soon too. But yeah, we need the ropes for it. That's why I'm building that first. As soon as we get the ropes, we can build the gatherer and the hunter. And we can already build a fisher. Do we have fish? Yes. Well, we have water here. You can see you have to place this water side. If you do that, it'll work. If you don't, well, then it won't. I'm going to place this on this side of the map so that we can keep all of this land for housing soon. Is there fish? It says yes, so we can build this right there. There we go. Now, for every building that you make that is an industry, you need to put in a companion to have them work. So in this case, we put Judith in. Save you, my lord. I'll get to work right away. I still have a lot to learn, but I'll do my best not to slow you down. Or our other companions. Thank you for trusting me. All right, she's in now. Now we can go to the weaving hut. Let's put in Alberic. Do you have work for me, young lord? Of course, I'll willingly show you how it's done. You might learn something in the process. Okay, well, he's got to work now. So 3 of our 6 companions are already working. So that's also a little constraint. We can't just build production buildings and stuff everywhere, because we will run out of companions to run them. So we have to think a little bit strategically. Now here comes a last shelter. Here's still 2 spots. So what we could do, while we wait now for stuff to be ready and for some things to be made, we can just build an extra zone. And you can give them all the weird shapes that you want. That's all fine. You can make as many waypoints as you want. See, this will be a district of 7 with an oddly shape, and they will make it work, which is cool. And I think I see some new settlers arriving here, which is also very nice. So we're getting in. We are up to 40 people, 40 gold already. Right, here we have the fishing hut. Let's make sure we put a companion in there so that the fishing gets started. Me working? Yes, of course. I can work. I'm more at home in the kitchen, but I suppose I can handle this too if I must. Please be patient with me. All this is very new. I'll do my best. Wow. Seems like all my companions are a little bit hesitant and a little bit in fear if they will do a good job. So I guess we have to encourage them to just go ahead and do their job. Right, well, the houses get built. We are using up a lot of our resources by making so many houses straight off, but it takes time to build the houses. It does acquire us the gold, so I'm happy to proceed forward. Now, one of the things I already see happening is that in the down left corner we get a request from one of our companions. So we click it and we now get a mission from them. Save you, my lord. This is a fine day today. Say, I wanted to thank you for taking me in. You know, life ain't easy around here, so it's mighty nice of you to give us a chance. Say, I'd be wondering, could I bring some of my folks with me? See, I know I look tough and all, but I do miss them. They're my family, you know. I want to give them a better life too. They've been working night and day for years and years. They deserve to take a break. So can you help me? Yes, we can. So we built shelters for Rowena's relatives. We have to build 12 shelters in total now. So that's interesting, because we were already built a few, so hopefully soon we'll get to it. We have produced all the planks and ropes, so we can continue with the mission. So let's do that. Your leadership is inspiring, my lord. Well, thank you. But let's not rest on our laurels just yet. There's still a lot to be done. You may develop our city as you see fit, but be mindful of the needs of our citizens. Upgrade several shelters by satisfying residents' needs. Okay. So that's the next step. We now have a level 1 building here. But if we want to upgrade it, we can see that we have to give them a few things. First of all, we have the price of the upgrade, which is in this case planks, the rope, berries, and venison. So we have to provide all of this. But this is not all. We also need to provide them with a well in range and a market in range. And those are the special buildings that we unlock while we play. And as you can see, as soon as I start to place it... Oh, there it comes. One moment of your time, my lord. I can see you may still order construction in the districts, even if they are not empty. No empty parcels left. So yeah, we can construct in here. But to make space, we'll need to take down one of the district's more modest houses. Naturally, this may upset its residents. If that happens, I advise returning the coins they originally paid for the lot. This is not something that you give a chance at. If you remove a house, you have to repay them for it. That should help avoid any escalation. They'll settle in the hole while we prepare a new home for them. As soon as a new home is then ready for them, you get the coins again. So it'll be good, but you have to make sure you have the coin, otherwise you can't do it. So let's say we want to build a well. We can build it in here. Now you immediately see a circle appear. That is the circle in which the well functions. So if I build it in this zone, it functions for all these zones. So one well in this area, and it takes up 2 slots, as you can see, so it's a big one, will provide all of these people with water. And will thus satisfy the well need. Now we can already see this needs a church, this one also needed a market. I believe that some might only need one of these, but no, they changed that. In the demo that was the case, but now they always need 2 things. We'll just have to wait and see which ones they need. But while we're at it, I think it is time to get going with the... Oh, we have a mission again. The advisor does come up a lot in the beginning, explaining you all the stuff, which is good, but can be annoying a bit. My lord, now that we have a well, I must bring your attention to a most pressing matter. While the water well is a simple structure, it's crucial to our settlement's development. We must cater to our residents' needs to improve their living conditions, and access to water is essential. Some buildings may depend on a nearby water source to function properly. Please take a look at this. I've sketched up a map to help you manage each district. Alright, so let's click on the district. I'm actually doing that, but the white circle around the district represents its influence range. Any district within the circle will benefit from that influence. Here you can see the total number of parcels within the districts, along with how many are still available for construction. Once they're all grey, they're all occupied. Once they're white, those are still free. So we can see we have 5 parcels, and they're all occupied. Here you can see the influence affecting the district. Of course, the benefits from the water well provides by its own well. See, and if we get like a market in here, we will see that icon too. Later on, certain buildings may expand the range of their district's influence. You can see exactly how far right here. Well, we have no bonuses yet. And we can see how many people live here. Here's the number of residents in the district. And this will help you keep track of the growth of your settlement. All right, thank you. Well, that is a lot to take in at once, but I'm confident you'll master it all in no time, my lord. I trust this knowledge will help you overcome the challenges that lie ahead. Yes, it will. I shall leave you to it, my lord. There's still a lot to do and be done. Should you need my help, you know where to find me. Oh, we've unlocked the chapel and the trading plaza. Those will be helpful. Alright, nice. So, I am going to put the music a bit louder because it's a bit soft right now. So, there we go. So, we have the well up now, and we can see if we click this building. This is now green. So, yes, we have that one. But we also need a market and a church. So we'll get going with that, but not before we actually build the gathering hut. Now this is a specific resource that needs the berries. As you can see, there are these areas marked with red, which also contain a resource, but not the right one. Here is an area covered with a white or yellowish circle that has the right resource, and all we have to do is build this structure right here, and it will start to gather us some berries. Now we do the same with the hunter. And I think we can even put it on this side without too much hustle. It will take the deer in, so let's build a hunter there. Ooh. Hey, remember that cabin you had me working in? Well, I've made a few adjustments to it. You're gonna like them. I see you're enthusiastic as ever, Misha. So what are these adjustments you speak of? Well, we have to click it now. There we go. Small improvements? They're way past that. Good heavens, Misha. You took the time to train an apprentice. We can see that up there. Well, I thought it would save us time. He's a very motivating young lad, I must say. I barely had to teach him anything. He seems very smart indeed. My lord, this building is now autonomous. You can order Misha to keep upgrading it, or, should you wish so, assign him to a different job. So, over time, as a companion is in the building, it will slowly make it better and better and better, which will result, in the end, in it being autonomous. So then it doesn't need a companion in it to keep functioning, which has happened right now, which is good. Even though Misha is too modest to admit it, I'm certain they've learned a lot from their experiences. So yeah, these guys will get better the longer they are in a building, and they can speed up the whole process, make it go faster, and produce more stuff. So leaving them in is actually a good thing, but of course sometimes you need to rotate them around to have all your buildings function. Misha could further own their skills in this field and become a specialist, or you may assign them to another task. The call is yours, my lord. I'm just happy to be by your side again, friend. Say the word and I'll do whatever it takes. Oh, that'll be fine. Oh, whatever it takes, you say. Did you hear that, my lord? Misha claims to do anything for you. Well, maybe not anything, but as much as I can, that's for sure. Alright, there we go. So, he is upgrading his skills, getting better and better, and we have our first autonomous building now. The only thing is, we are building the cabin, and we are building the gatherer, and when we have those two, we need new companions to do that. Oh, there he is again. Oh, my lord, I'm so sorry, I've made a mistake. Uh-oh. I gave away a plot of land to settlers without consulting you first. They came to me claiming everything was in order, and I believed them. They've already started building and, well, we must do something. We can't just let the people build houses wherever they like. There's a process for these things, I'll have you know. Still, it's as good a time as any to go over and how to reshape or remove districts. Okay. So here we have a button where we can destroy a certain plot. You can reshape any district by destroying one of its parcels. Doing so returns all the resources that were invested in that parcel. We can do that, but it will reshape the whole district. So this part will be removed from the district, as you can see. So you can't just remove a building so another building will pop up. If you remove it, that part is taken away from the district. But remember, a district can't be smaller than 3 parcels, otherwise you'll have to destroy the entire district. Also, my lord, please bear in mind, if you remove a house, you'll need to refund the landowner the land to its former residents. Yes, I know. Now select district and let nature reclaim it. So if we do the whole district at the border, we can get rid of the whole district. There it goes. Well done, my lord. Never an easy decision, but sometimes it must be done. Yeah, because you screwed up. Meanwhile, I apologize profusely for our lovely settlers. They agreed to wait in the town hall for the next plot of land. Okay. To be honest, I had to offer them the last wheel of cheese. No, not my cheese. From our supplies, but at least they seemed content. Our Thursday night fondue, however, will have to wait. Yeah, that's fine. Please shut up for a while, because I'm busy building the town. Alright, we have 80 people, 44 gold. We should soon get the gatherer's cabin and the hunter up and running, which is interesting. We'll just have to wait a little bit until they're done, and then we have to decide whether to build a chapel and the trading plaza. Now, a good thing to know is you can only have 2 of the same type of buildings in one district. So 2 of these civil buildings. So if we build this in here, and I'm actually going to do the market in there, we cannot build the chapel in there. See, you already have 2 civil buildings. So we have to build it in one of the others, but as you can see, it will exclude one of the other zones. So we'll have to build several of these buildings to make sure that the whole town is covered in them. So that's already a challenge brought forward by the game, where you just have to puzzle a bit to make sure that all of the areas are covered in a certain building. Which I think is a cool and interesting feature. And another thing that we are going to do now is make sure that we make the town hall look like the city center by building districts all around it. There we go, 6. Yeah, all right. So now we have districts all around the town hall. So this is really the center of the town. Roads will form if these are well traveled here. So that's cool too. And then we will have this nice piece of land for our own. And they built the gathering cabin. Now, a little tip, you can see by this little icon here that a building is autonomous or not. So these 3 are autonomous. This one isn't yet, but as soon as the white bar is filled up, it is. But luckily, we have more people to put in without removing them from their existing building. So this is good. Oh, hello, my lord. You need me to, for what? Work? Ha, I always knew you had a sense of humor. Oh, you're serious. Yes, work. Of course, I can work. Alright, just go to work and shut up. And we'll get the hunter's cabin too. We put Rowena in there. Oi, my lord, what can I do for you? Got plenty of time on my hands. Just say the word and I'll get to work. It's always a pleasure to be useful. Well, you go to work then. Make these buildings autonomous. We can see by this bar that this guy is actually working on improving himself and getting better. So that's nice. And then we'll see how things roll for now. We should now be slowly getting in berries and venison, and that's what we need to upgrade some houses. So that works. I guess we can now see if we put the chapel in here, all these 2 are excluded. If we put it in here, these 2 are excluded. But it could actually make sense to, I don't know, maybe put it in this one. So all of these are included. And we can still expand this way. So yeah, let's build a church in there. Then we have all the structures at least that we need. So yeah, this one can already be upgraded if we get all the stuff out of it. So it's now just waiting a bit till we get all the resources in. We have a mission done though, so that is nice. Let's go, build 12 shelters. Blimey, my lord. I can see you ain't fooling around now. That was mighty quick. I can't tell you how thankful I am. I'll be seeing my family again. You're a good soul, thanks a bunch. To tell you the truth, we were scared stiff when we heard a lord from the capital was coming to settle us down here. I'm glad it's you and not yet another tyrant who came. And you'll see, be kind to the land and it'll be kind to you in return. That's what my ma always told me. Alright, we got a quest done. Oh, and we got 20 gold from it. Nice. I'm always open for getting extra gold, so. That'll help the town. Now we can see a first arrow appearing. This is the sign that we can upgrade this house. So it has everything we need. We can upgrade it. We'll get extra gold. And the look of the house will change. So let's upgrade this house and see. It will now have a stone wall instead of the wooden fencing. Which is nice. Or stone fencing, I have to say, probably. So that's cool. And then they will start to build the house soon. And then we can check and see the difference from all the other houses. It did use up most of our resources, though. So we have to wait with the other houses. Oh, here's another one that we could do. They all have different prices. So you can see this one has 3 fish and 1 berry and 2 venison. And it could be, see, this one has only 3 berries and 2 venison. No fish at all. So they all have different prices, which is interesting. It makes it a little bit more variable. And here we have the level 2 house. We can see this is the level 1 house. And this one is slightly bigger. It has a little shed with it. It's starting to look better and better. And people are more happy with it. They give us more gold. So that means that I'm happy with it. We'll now just have to work towards upgrading 5 houses. In the meantime, I try to always get everything we can. And, well, we have all of this now. So that's all done. So we should probably focus on the mission. But what we could also do is keep working on some districts. And you might think like, wow, why do you build so many houses at the same time already? Well, it's pretty easy. We have to build these districts anyway. We have to grow the town. And the more we have ready, the better it is, I think. So why not just keep going? Why would I waste time doing other things? I mean, if we have the resources for it, why not? Let's just go. We can do these wild shapes, which is also pretty cool. And, oh, we lack 2 wood for this one, so we have to wait for 1 wood cycle to be done. Then we get the wood for this one. Oh, 9 now, so that's even less. So we'll have to wait a little bit, but then soon enough we can build this one. 11 wood now, see, 1 more wood cycle and we get this. But this will just help us to make sure that we get a pretty big town in a decent amount of time. And I'm looking to that. Like, we have enough gold now to already build a couple of buildings and or do some upgrades if we unlock them. So I'll be happy to keep upgrading. Alright, here is an issue. What's the issue? No wood. Yeah, we just used the last bit of wood. Oh well, that's fine. Let's upgrade some houses now that we can. That's 3 more upgrades. We already did 1, so this means 4 upgraded houses. And this one will be number 5 for the mission. Alright, so we used all of the lumber that we have. Or the wood, I have to say. We can see this guy is now level 2. And he's actually working faster. 1 production cycle block is taken away. That means that every time he does it, it goes faster. It takes off a few seconds of the production time. So we get extra goods out of this. And if we keep him developing that, we could even get like a 25% bonus into the production time, which makes it a quarter faster to produce that lumber. So that'll be good for the town in the end. So for now, we're just going to wait, save some resources, make sure that we get up to this. From then on, we hopefully can quickly get into the next production. As you can see right now, the numbers are pretty low, but they will run up. And this is not a game you play for 2 hours and then you're done. You have to take your time with it. So if you do that, you will build up big stockpiles of resources. In pursuit of happiness, it's done. My lord, a few villagers have expressed their gratitude for the new homes we built. They're eager to see what comes next. Speaking of which, I'm already hard at work. Not quite done yet, but I'm confident the result will be worth the wait. I just need to secure the materials we'll need. You wouldn't happen to know a merchant, a stonemason, or a company of 7 jolly miners who could spare us some stone, would you? I'm guessing we're going to have to get some stone soon. My lord, you wouldn't believe it. One of our villagers turned out to be a member of a band of 7 jolly miners. He shared with me the directions to a site he and his brother prospected some time ago. According to him, we're bound to find all the stone we need there, ripe for the mining, as he put it. What a peculiar fellow. That's just what we need to keep improving our city. Just imagine, sturdy stone houses for all the villagers. Alright, we got a quest done. We now have a tavern, a stone quarry, a wheat farm, a flax farm, a cattle farm, and a performance stage. Oh, yeah, there's the stone quarry. Good. Alright, a ton of new buildings to do. cottages. Oh, we have to upgrade these sturdy houses into cottages now. We have to upgrade the cottages into the next level, I think. Okay, cool. Stone quarry. Well, we're going to need to build a stone quarry. Where's the stone? Here's some stone. By the way, you can use the Z and X key to rotate your structures so that you can sometimes maybe fit them in a little better. Let's build the stone quarry. We also get to the farms, but that's a little bit more tough to actually get. We also get to the performance stage. All right, there we go. So for the farms, you will have to deal with a fertility, mainly for the wheat farm and the cattle farm. So the flax farm, would you care to try your hand at agriculture, my lord? You'll find the building cost here. Just keep in mind the farm's total yield will depend on the number of its fields. Of course, each additional field comes at a cost, so I'll be up to you to strike the right balance when planning our farms. One parcel will be left empty, free of charge, to make room for a future production buildings. Time to sow, my lord. So if we click the farm, you can see right now, there are areas where there's no fertile soil, so we can't use that. There's two types of fertility. We can actually see that on this map too. For the vegetation, which is the wheat and the flax. And there's one for the animals, which is apparently different. So we'll have to check where to go. Now this could be in part for the animal farm, but I'm also looking forward to expanding the town up the hill. So we might have to find another spot for it, maybe here. And we need to go with the other fertility, which is this one, which can go also right here then. So maybe the wheat farm here and then the cow farm here. But then we still need room for the flax farm. I don't know, maybe up there. So we'll have to be a little bit picky on where we're going to build it. Plus, it costs a lot of resources to build one. So we'll have to see. And now we come into another problem that we run into. This yellow circle. That is the area in which we can build. All of a sudden the music gets quite loud, so that's weird. Let's lower that a bit. So it'll be interesting where to place all these buildings. That's also why we play this map, because placing all your buildings is a bit tougher than usual. So we'll have to deal with that. For now we have the stone quarry, which leads to the market square, the tavern, the stringing workshop and the pharmacy. So a lot of new buildings, lots of new options open up all of a sudden. But yeah, let's keep going. The wheat farm. Where are we going to build it? Well, I don't think... See, outside of the construction area. So I think we have to put the wheat farm out here somewhere. So let's get started. I think we should go pretty big. Simply because it needs a lot of space to actually grow some serious wheat in it. See, this will only give space for 3 wheat fields. So that's good. But we need stones. Ah, we need stones for this. We didn't put in a worker yet. So, yeah, let's put in a worker here. Who should it be? Well, I think I'm going to put Misha in there. No, I want to leave Misha in the other building so that we get as much wood as we can, because we don't have that much. So, yeah, let's do it like this. This should gather us the stones that we need for the different farms. See, they all need stone. But that's going to take some time. Now, we can build the stringing workshop already, or the tavern. But for the tavern, we need both the cows and the wheat. And for this one, we need the flax. So, might be better to hold off with these. This one is interesting, though. Because we need berries and fish. We have those to make some nice meals. But it also requires the staging tier and a lot of stone. So, yeah, just make sure you take your time and plan ahead on what you want to build. And right now, we just want to gather some stone and start working on one of the farms. And that's what we're going to do right now. This will produce 2 stones in one cycle. The specialist arrived, so now it will really work. And then we should get the stone soon. That gives me a little bit of time to probably designate an extra area for housing. So yeah, let's go ahead with that. The more people can live in our town, the merrier, so let's do that. And there's still a few houses we can upgrade. So yeah, let's upgrade this into a cottage. And this one, let's do so. It'll get us extra gold again. Gather stone. We now have 6 stones gathered already. And the wheat farm that we tried to build actually required that amount. So let's see. I'm also kind of feeling for the idea to try and make this slightly bigger than we just did, to see if we can add an extra field to it compared to what we had. This will do 4 fields. I think that will be helpful, because it means that we have 3 fields producing, and we will have 1 field that will remain fallow, because later on we will get an expansion for this building. And once we get that, you need a place for it, and it doesn't remove a field. You can just place it then in the expansion. So, oh, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we'll have 4 fields really producing. 1 is free of charge, and that's it. And we have another companion that wants something. Judith, save you, my lord. I see we're finally making a foray into agriculture. How exciting. What really caught my eye is the plan for a cattle farm. Should be told, I'm more used to tending sheep than cows, but it can be all that different, right? And Seagulls needs the exercise. He's been getting a little plump since we lost our herd. But let's not dwell on the past. What I meant to say is, would you mind if I looked after the farm for a little while? It would mean the world to me. Alright. So, this companion wants to run the cattle farm. So that means, first of all, we have to start planning a cattle farm. And second, she wants to run it. Alright, well, where can we build the cattle farm? Oh dear, we hardly have any good space for it. I mean, this is now the wheat farm. I think we can build it up here, make it as big as possible. And then we'll just have to wait until our zone expands, and then we might have to just build a new one or something. I don't know. That's probably the best way to go at it. Build it for now, and then later on build a new one. Oh, this is 4 fields. Good, let's build it. There we go. There comes the cattle farm. This farm is now ready. We need to put a worker in. Let's see. Who would be nice at that? I think we can do the fish guy for now. Let's do it. Put them in. There we go. Stone is gathered, so let's finish the mission. Ah, perfect timing. I wanted to go and thank you. And thank the villagers who helped us earlier, but he's already gone. His neighbor told me a lady came to fetch him, said his brothers were missing him and needed his help. And who are we to keep a man from his family? Still, I would have loved to ask if he knew a place to get a clay. We need some to make tiles for our roofs, but for now stone takes priority. Okay. We need to get stones in stock, and we have to make porridge. For that we need the wheat and the milk, so we're well on the way to do that, which is good. And as soon as the cattle farm is ready, we'll get Judith in there. And oh yeah, they're making the cattle farm right now. I'm just doubting if we have room for any flax at the moment, so that'll be an issue. There's Judith, so let's put her... Oh, she's in the stone mine. Oh shoot, we'll have to get somebody else in there then. Because now the stone mine won't work because, yeah, there's no companion in it and it is not autonomous yet. We'll get Misha in there now, so that he can fix that quickly. We have everything for the farm. It's now producing us wheat. See, we should get wheat now. We should now also get milk from this one. So now it's time to try and find a place for the flax farm. But yeah, probably down here somewhere is the only spot that we have available at the moment until we can expand our land. Because this is not fertile land, so that's not going to work out. So yeah, the town expansion will have to hold a bit. Although we can just see how much field we get out of a farm this size. Probably not too much though. 4 fields. Okay. Oh, that's good. Let's do that. At least then we have it all. We can later always find a new spot for this farm, I think. That also means that now we can go for the tavern as soon as we have the stuff. We built the meals, but we can also go for the rustic tavern now to get the porridge. And yeah, let's build it in there. I think what we also need is a performance stage now. Try and get that in as many areas as possible. We'll build it in here. The chapel. Well, we can see that this is the area where the chapel is in now. So we'll probably have to build an area here and put a chapel in so that it will engulf that area too. And that's how you go with these circles. Just check every now and then. You place the well. This is the area that's covered by the well. So later on, if we can move this farm and put up extra zones here. We can put a well here, and then we have 2 wells covering the whole town. So it's a bit of playing around, but we should be okay at it.
Yes.
All right, let's go with that. So now we get all of those resources in. We need to put somebody in here too. Well, this one is ready, so Albrecht can get into that one. We should now slowly get the porridge. And another thing we can now get is the stringing workshop, because we should now be getting in some flax. So yeah, let's build a stringing workshop. All we need now is the other tavern for the meals, and then we're good. But we need a staging ground for that, and I don't think... Oh, we are building one now, so that's good. Or at least we should be building one, I believe. Didn't I plan one? Oh yeah, here comes the performance stage. So for this we need the performance stage and a well. So we should be able to build it in this zone, but there's only one house left, I guess. Oh, we need one more stone to build it. So that'll be the challenge now. It's more challenging if you watch the stream series that I did. This is actually more challenging, trying to get all the buildings in. We don't even have a house in this whole district now, which is funny. This building is ready, so we need to put a companion in here too. Oh, the mine is now autonomous, and the berries are autonomous, so we'll put that one in here. So you see, we are really just trying to balance around with all of the companions that we have, so that all the buildings start working. Later on we can put them in the desired buildings and speed up some productions and stuff like that. But for now we just need them to automate all the buildings so that everything gets done. Well, we do already have 271 people in our little town. So that's nice. And we have some gold to spare. Alright, let's put somebody in here. This is the only one that has an automated building. So yeah, we have to get Misha in now. And there we go. We have 6 out of the 10 porridge, 9 out of the 20 stones. This is working, but this is going to take time. And we need to upgrade the cottages, but that's also going to take time. I mean, we do have one, but yeah, we need planks, rope, tiles. We don't even have tiles yet, so still a lot to do. We can't even get to the clay yet, so we'll have to finish off one of these missions. But I do think we made a interesting start so far. We have a town of 280. We have all the farms up. We have all the production buildings we need at the moment. So that is all working out. And the next episode will show how this progresses, because this will be it for now. So thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to them. And then, of course, I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.